Browns trying to avoid a 4-game losing streak. Kevin Stefanski talked about dealing with a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important that you look at everything, Scott. I do think you have trust in a lot of what you do, but I don't think you can ignore anything when you're going through a stretch like that. You got to look at everything. You got to look at how you approach practice, how you approach really everything you do, how you game plan, and just make sure you're not missing anything. I think that's important for me to do. I think it's important for our staff to do, and push the players on, make sure that their preparation is truly 100% every single week.
And Eddie, the Browns have never lost 4 in a row under Kevin Stefanski, so they are fighting to make sure that does not happen against the Ravens Sunday.
So what's crazy about all of this, and it's 2-4 this season, and they are what their record says they are. They're 1 game out in the division.
Yep,
that's it. They go into Baltimore if they can somehow take care of business in Baltimore. They're going to be the division leaders, whether they're tied or it just depends on how the rest of the division plays out. But they have a chance to go in Sunday afternoon, and take over first place in the division, which doesn't seem likely. 2-4, you are what your record is. 3 games should have been won. 1 for certain should have been won against the Jets, but that wasn't the case, and they still have a chance. So I get there's a lot of frustration. Nobody should be happy right now. Nobody should be happy with a 2-4 record. But a lot of people get upset at Stefanski for, he says the same things a lot every week. It's a very vanilla answers of, we have to do better. We have to get better. We will get better. So far, it hasn't shown to be the exact formula yet. But it's very Bill Belichick in his answers of, we got to do better, on to Baltimore now. I would be very concerned if he came out and, was throwing his players and coaches under the bus. He said, we have to do better as a collective whole. And like I said, 1 game out of first, they can go into Baltimore and somehow beat the Ravens. They're in first place in the division.
Well, they're tied. So the Ravens and the Bengals are tied with 3-3 records. If the Browns win their next 2, they're going to be in first place. There's nothing either, because they play the Ravens and then the Bengals. So they would be in first place if they win their next 2. But got to go win your next 2.